Welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. This evening I'm loading up the truck and the trailer because bright and early tomorrow morning I'm headed to the cabin in West Virginia. I've got the LX4020 on the deck over trailer and we're hooked up to the Super Duty. This will be the maiden voyage to the cabin with this truck. I'm anxious to see how it pulls and what kind of mileage we get. But this is it's pretty long. Let's see how long it is. We'll hook on right here, then we'll add a foot. Just want to get a ballpark idea, you know? I'm gonna say 48 feet? No, 50 feet. That's my guess. Still going. Still going. I should have stuck with my first guess. No, about 48 feet, 48 and a half plus that foot, 49 and a half feet, almost 50 feet long total. If you have watched some of our videos from down at the cabin, when I built the driveway, I built like a circle drive, and then we have another road that goes off it that goes up to the cabin. Well, the circle drive worked great with the F-150 and even this deck over trailer. And then the GMC, it got to be a little tight getting around that circle drive. I don't think I can make it with this one. Eventually, I'll probably take out a few more trees and widen it out just a bit, but wasn't planning on getting a truck this long, I don't think. So here's a few of the things I'm loading up to take down with me. I'm not going down to drop any trees or anything like that, but you should always have some type of chainsaw in case there's a tree across the driveway or whatever. This is pretty handy for that. The MSA 220. I've got 2 batteries. I've got the blower, because every time we go down, I blow all the pine needles off of everything. And then I showed you this box before. I bought the box at Costco, actually. I saw it there one day, and it was calling to me. But I got some emergency cash in this one, headlamp, flashlight, some knives. I forget what's in this one. These are batteries. And underneath here, I've got plenty of batteries and stuff for all the trail cameras, some fire starter, binoculars, a couple saws, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's nice to have in the truck. I had it in the GMC. For this trip, we're taking it with us to West Virginia because that's one of the things I need to do down there. I've got 3 regular trail cameras down there, and then I have 3 cell cameras, the spy points, and the batteries are dead in 2 of those cell cameras, so I need to swap those out, get them running again, check the memory cards in the other cameras, and I want to brush hog all the trails one last time before fall. It grows up pretty fast down there, it does, and then come winter it'll all die off, all that ground cover. But yeah, I want to get everything mowed up, and it looks like it's going to rain kind of on and off. I don't think it's going to hurt me too much for everything I need to get done, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, I will report back first thing in the morning. All right, it is about 5 a.m. We're getting on the road, headed to the cabin. It's raining here right now, but it's supposed to be like scattered storms throughout the day. I checked the radar. My best guess is I don't think it's going to rain at the cabin till about 10:30. We'll just have to see what happens. Not the best day to go, but we're going anyway. First thing first, we are going to stop and fuel up the Super Duty. We'll do a mileage test on the way down and back from the cabin. See where we're at with that. All right, we're all filled up, just reset the trip meter, and we're ready to hit the road. I have no idea why, but diesel fuel here was $3.94 a gallon, and just last week it was $4.79 a gallon. But everywhere else, it's still way up, but I'm not asking any questions. All right, I just stopped near Morgantown. The sun is coming up, and I need to kind of pick up the pace just a bit. Just checked the radar. It looks like We're gonna get some rain in about 2.5, 3 hours, and I'm still an hour from the cabin. So as soon as I get down there, we're gonna get unloaded, and then we are gonna do some brush hogging. We're gonna mow all the trails first. The other stuff I need to do, like trail cameras and all that, a little bit of rain's not gonna hurt me. So we're gonna hammer down and hope things work out. All right, I have had light rain since I got here and started unloading the tractor, so I haven't been doing much talking because I wanted to get all the trails mowed at least first, and then I think I'll take the tractor back down, load it up on the trailer so I don't have to do that in a downpour. I want to show you something right here. It's pretty cool. This little spot right here, I really don't know what it is about it, but this is like the hot spot as far as trail cameras go. I have one on a tree right on the other side of the tractor there. That's one of the cell cameras that I need to change the batteries in. But ever since we first started coming down here, we always see deer here. We've had pictures of bear, coyote, turkeys, all kind of stuff right on this little knoll here. No idea why it's so popular. So after that, I put a just a mineral block from Tractor Supply. It's about gone right now. I'll have to throw another one down there, but I don't know what it is, but they all just kind of pass through here. Now that camera on that tree right there, the deer and everything always seem to come right through this area, so I think I'm going to move it a little bit closer, maybe on one of these right here. We'll have to see. It's so weird when I talk down here, it feels like I'm screaming because it is so quiet and so peaceful here. I've mentioned that before, but you can hear so well here. When I'm at home, you know, we live relatively close to the road, but you don't realize just how much noise is all around there. And down here, it is a completely different world. I just love it here. I try to stay in a pretty good mood all the time, but it is like a whole new level when you're down here just kind of walking around in the woods. But anyway, I'm going to run down, load up the tractor, get it all chained down, and then if it rains hard, it rains hard. No big deal. So this is a nice little saw for these purposes down here. I think I said earlier I wasn't coming down here to, you know, drop trees or cut firewood or anything like that. But you always have to have a saw with you. And it cuts well and it's convenient. It's the MSA 220C. We'll do a little test on this at some point. You know, like see how much wood we can cut with one battery or whatever. But great saw to keep in the truck and to take to the cabin. A little fern action right there. When you come down here in the springtime, early summer, there's ferns everywhere. And then over the summer months, the Japanese stilt grass kind of takes over, and you don't see that many ferns until the next spring. Show you how it runs. All right, got the tractor loaded up, chained down. Next step, we need to change some batteries in some trail cameras and get them working again. These are handy. Each camera takes 8 batteries. There you have it. Give you a little look here at the trail. I hear some thunder. And I think I hear some rain. All right, this one is ready to roll. I tell you, when I was mowing back through those trees, you definitely don't want a bigger tractor than what I have. This is actually pretty wide open right here. But when I was out that way, I had about a ½ inch to spare on each mirror. Now somewhere over here, I can never find this one camera. It's not a cell camera, it's a regular one. I got lucky this time. I see it down here to the right. Actually turned out to be a beautiful day. We had a bit of a rain delay earlier. It rained pretty hard for about a ½ hour. And then once it was done, I went for a little hike. I got new batteries and all the trail cameras all ready to go. Even did a little target shooting. And I went to the back corner of the property where I have never been before. You get out of those red pines in that far corner into some hardwoods up there. But yeah, it's been a really nice day. I actually have to head out here shortly, but before I do, I want to show you something off the other road, and I got a question for you. All right, we're gonna head over the other road there, show you what I'm talking about. All right, so check this out. I'm down here on the other road, and this is our property here. And there's a ton of tiny little white pine trees in here. And you got some bigger ones right there. Well, they're underneath that power line, and you know, that's a right-of-way. So once those trees get a little bit bigger, they'll end up cutting them all down. So I'm wondering what the best way is to, and the best time of year to transplant some of these and take them home with me. But just on this little stretch here, there's probably 75 or 100 of them, and I can't believe how fast they have grown. Just in a year's time. It's amazing, because it was kind of slim pickings last year when I got a Christmas tree, but there's a bunch of them now. So yeah, let me know best time of year and the best way to transplant some of these trees. They're not real big in diameter, only a couple inches, but there's 5-6 footers in there. Next year we'll get down in here with a trail. It's a long way from here to the cabin, but it's beautiful in there. It's just kind of thick, because like I said, the white pines, they regenerate. So if you had one that was storm damaged or whatever, there's 10 or 15 growing in its place. All right, it is first thing in the morning. I got back from West Virginia last night, and what do you see how clean the tractor is? And I'll tell you why. It basically got pressure washed 3 or 4 times on the way home, especially just south of Pittsburgh and north of Pittsburgh a bit. It was pouring down the rain. Traffic was moving about 20 miles per hour. A bunch of people pulled off the road. But once I got closer to home, the roads were dry. But as far as the Super Duty goes, it pulled very well. I love the engine braking on this and the GMC. I have one stretch where it's about 4 miles downhill. You barely have to use the brakes at all. But as far as the mileage goes, I got right at 12 miles per gallon pulling that tractor and that trailer, which is pretty much, it's about half of what I got when we drove to Boonville. Slightly better than the GMC so far, but at some point we'll do a complete apples to apples test on both trucks. But yeah, about 12 miles per gallon.
But anyway, we're going to wrap this video up with some trail camera pictures from down at the cabin. One of the cameras, I haven't checked for months, and I pulled the card. There was one decent sized bear. They're so hard to judge, but I'm guessing this one's maybe 250, 300 pounds. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. One decent buck. I mean, there's all kind of stuff down there. Turkeys, fox, coyotes, deer are just everywhere. As a matter of fact, that one area earlier in this video that I talked about, how there's always activity, I checked that cell camera when I got home last night, and a half hour after I was brush hogging, there were deer in there. But anyway, that's it. I appreciate y'all being here, and check us out on X, and we'll see you on the next one.